Hello YouTube community, this is the Pastor Channel. Today I'm doing a review of episode 25 and 26 of Lucifer Season 3. Okay, I basically recapped the first episode, episode 25, because it's not that important, and I want to get to episode 6, so this will be a little different from my regular reviews, okay? Basically, episode 5 is a Lemez episode, okay? It's basically, she's struggling if she wants to go back to her family and move out of state or stay with him. And her invisible friend comes back to stop talking to her like this. So she's basically going around trying to uncover this murder. It turns out the kid's dad was the murderer. In that episode, her imaginary friend was basically Lucifer's sister, like that. You know, the angel of death. The one thing I didn't like about episode 25 is like, you know how the season 3 had ended like that, the regular season 3? Because this is supposed to, the last 2 episodes now, it's supposed to be the first 2 episodes of season 4. Well, this would have pissed me off if it was season 4, and this would have happened. You never get the closure of the detective and Lucifer talking and seeing what the conversation was when the detective found out what Lucifer was, like that. They basically went over past it like this. Like, I feel like it's been like 6 or 4 months, and like they already had that closure. Like, you never even get you get a little, just like, hey, when Lopez tells the detective, like, I have a friend I'll be seeing, I saw it grows, blah blah blah, and then you see her like, I saw many crazy things, and I believe you, and I'm there for you. But you don't get the really reaction from her like that. Like, you get little looks between her and Lucifer the whole episode, but overall they were pretty cool. Like, I kind of was very disappointed in episode 25 because they basically ignored and didn't freaking go in depth what happened to last season like this, and I think that kind of fucks over the last season. Episode 26. The first 2-3 minutes, I hated it like this, but I started to love it. I actually like this episode a lot more. Basically, God was the narrator like this, saying like, hey, if I change one thing and make a butterfly effect, would everybody's personality be the same? And would everybody be the system of solution? So basically, instead of having the detective's father die, he saves his life. He leaves a bullet in a little paws, and the detective is a famous actor now like this. While Lucifer still has a bar, still doing his thing, making out with his mother's vessel, but that's not his mother's vessel anymore. It's his number girl. He's doing all that. He pushes the code in. She uses all his money worth. She leaves, talks to the detective. The next morning, Lucifer wakes up, finds a dead guy, and freaking, like, you see the detective's ex-husband, not her husband, this one, he has no kids with her, basically saying, like, hey, it's close case, nothing happened, he killed himself, it was a bar fight. And he's like, really? You never gonna punish who really did it? So Lucifer goes out to try to find who did it, you know, to save his brand. So you see them doing that. You see how dirty the ex-husband would have been if he never met the detective or Lucifer on the way for her. He's a dirty bastard, way dirtier. Stealing money from evidence like this. Teaming up with freaking Lucifer's mom's vessel to plot against Lucifer to steal all his money like that. So I was like, okay, you see a little of this. He meets up with Sixty Lopez, like a fine-ass Spanish woman, like this, and she is basically had a mechanic doing car shops. She sees this woman, I should have had a chance, I should have stole your car, like that. Look what you do, that beauty girl. And like, Lucifer shows this one page to the car, like, hey, this is a tool, you killed the guy. And she goes, these ones of race drivers right here. You can just go over here and find these people, I guess. So he goes to the race track. The detective goes over there for the actor now. They both investigate. Lucifer goes on the track with like the caution. He goes, he prays to a man who faces time. And basically, Lucifer heard him talk like this. And like, it's kind of like Mando from the first season, this is what it really was. And then a good discussion. And some talk like this. Next thing. You see freaking Lucifer and like detective slowly building a relationship like that, talking about the case, and like the detective finds the one guy, one freaking like NASCAR driver, taking him back to his room, and they kind of fool around a little bit, and then she fools him down. So like, hey, you tell me everything you know, or I'm gonna destroy you. And she grabs his balls, starts squeezing it a little bit, And he's like, and then Lucifer barges in, and he's like, no, I have better things to get him information. He does a little Jedi trick, and like he's like, okay, yeah, I didn't want him dead. I want him to take my place because NASCAR is not about racing cars anymore. It's about the rivalry, and I want him to take my place because I make more money off him, and I signed him as my own Tron track. He's like, oh, okay. So he tells him what's up. So they go back to Lopez and talk a little bit. Blah, blah, blah. Kind of stupid, you know. But, you know, you see Lopez is still a sweet, kind, gentle person like that. A little harder, but she still has that good heart. It cuts off the freaking, Lucifer's freaking shrink. This is earlier on, so I'm sorry. Like this. She's now, instead of Lucifer's shrink, she's the detective shrink, and the actor now. And, she's doing shrinking for her, and she has a reality show like this. She basically does shrieks like that for famous actors for a TV show. Well, one of her freaking producers like, hey, we found out this one football player, his wife is cheating on him. You should tell me she's cheating on him to make the ratings go higher. So she makes a memorial deed and tells the guy, knowing that would break him down and basically destroy him with this. Being completely unprofessional, but she still feels bad about it. And the whole time God's narrating like this. And when they do catch the bad guy at the end, like that, the detective's dad, they have little parallels between God and the detective's dad. They're like this. I'm not saying I'm ashamed of her, I'm proud of her, like this, but I cannot handle her being a cop because I don't want to see her get hurt. I want the best for my daughter. And he's like, my dad would never say him. And then at the end, you see God saying this, we all want the best for our child. So he was basically saying he wants the best for Lucifer, and he wants to be good like in life. You know? So you see the little parallel, he's like, don't you like why I did change it? But it was better the other way. See, this is basically a little glimpse of season 4. You know, I kind of like the scene of like Lucifer's sister, basically, this is episode 25, basically pushing the Lopez to meet Lucifer because she wants somebody like close to her like this, and somebody like is similar to her to be Lucifer's friend because she could be Lucifer's life, and like that come. So basically, in my theory, if it was a season 4, God and Lucifer's sister had a bet, and they both choose different person basically to get with Lucifer, and they choose who won to make Lucifer a better person like this. And at the end of episode 5, you see freaking Lucifer talking to Lopez and having that little competition and building that relationship with her, you know? And it could be something more. We might never know because this is the whole thing. It might not be a season 4 or anything like that. And that's bullshit. The actor for freaking, the voice actor for freaking God's voice, I think it's the same actor from Buffy the Vampire and from King Moreland, that plays the King Arthur's dad, like this. Tell me if that's true or not. And I give episode 25 a solid 7. I give episode freaking 26 a solid 8. They're okay episodes. Season 6 would have been, season 4, my bad, I'm messing up things. Season 4 would have been okay. But it's kind of weird because we're not meant to see these episodes to next year. They're not meant to be part of season 3. Like, it was weird for me because I was like, this is meant to be the first 2 episodes of season 4, and it almost did not connect with season 3. Like, it was like a gap to it. Like, I really was like, yeah, like, even if it was the first 2 episodes, like, you left so many out from season 2, like, it's almost like season 3 never happened. It really was. I'm like, the whole emotional build-up with, like, thinking, like, Lucifer or Manuel, like that. Thinking Lucifer's mom's vessel dying, fucking detective finding Lucifer as the devil. Almost did not happen in this. They almost did not acknowledge one bit of this. So this 2 episodes almost ruins the series for me. It almost does. Like, if you agree, I still gotta watch it, still gotta review it, but I would have to say they were entertaining, but it was kind of like a fuck you to the whole series of season 3. So, hey, subscribe, comment. What did you think of the 2 episodes like this? Did you like them? Did you not see it as a fuck you to the basically first the season right here? And did you see like parallels like this? You have a blessing day. Oh, again, comments, like, and subscribe. The Penalty Channel. What's up?